How's it going, pranksters? In this video, I'm gonna show you 5 pranks you can do to mess with people using their hats. Check it out. Alright, well, let's get started with this first prank, and it's really a funny prank if you pull it off correctly. You're gonna need access to your friend's hat collection. As you can see here, I have 3 hats hanging, which is just a demonstration, right? Some people have a larger collection. I only have 3 hats, so this is what we're gonna work with. First things first, figure out which is your friend's favorite hat. Most likely it'll be the middle one, alright? So now that we figure that out, it's time to booby trap it. And here's what we're gonna need. A fake spider which is attached to a string. And it's really funny because this is from far away, it looks like a real spider. Now, I don't know if you guys seen some of my other videos, but I have used this spider before and I'm gonna use it again in this video. Okay, so remove the hat from the wall. And there's the push pin where the hat was hanging from. What I'm gonna do is tie one end of the string that is attached to the spider onto the push pin. So now the spider will hang from the push pin. And what's left is the easiest part because you're just gonna put the spider inside the hat like this and then put the hat on the push pin. And that's it. As you can see, there's something fishy about the hats there. You would never think that they're booby trapped, but one of them is. Actually, no. I'm gonna booby trap another one. Now, I'm not how to basic, but I sure do love using eggs in some of my pranks. And what we're gonna do here is tuck the egg inside the hat like this. And just like I did with the spider, put it back on the push pin. Simple as that. So now there's 2 hats that are booby trapped. So chances of you pranking your friend are pretty high. The spider one is meant to spook and scare your victim, and the egg one will just piss them off because they will obviously have to clean it up. So now I'm just gonna give you an example of what they're gonna look like. Now this is what's gonna happen when your friend goes for the hat, which is the one with the spider in it. He's just gonna grab it from the wall, and whoa, the spider's gonna fall down and it's gonna scare the crap out of him, hopefully. If not, the egg will piss him off. And here's a demo for the egg inside the hat prank. Ooh, damn. I do not want to clean that up right now. So yeah, it's gonna piss him off. Obviously, it's nobody wants to clean a raw egg from the floor, right? If you don't want to get that messy, you can put something else in there, something that's not gonna be too hard to clean up, like this egg. Anyway, get creative, pranksters, and I'm sure you guys will pick out something good to put inside the hat. So for this next hat prank, you're gonna need a cup like this one. Not too big, not too small. Well, just enough to make a big mess. You're gonna fill it with anything you want. You could use water or any kind of liquid, but I don't really want to clean that up right now, so I'm just gonna fill it up with some cereal. But again, this is the part where you get creative, so put anything you want in there. Just like that. Now there's not much to this prank. All you gotta do is place the cup anywhere you want and place a hat over it. Just like that. When your victim sees it on the counter, he's gonna pick it up, or let's say when your friend is on his way out and wants to take his favorite hat with him, he's just gonna pick it up, and in the process, he's gonna dump the whole thing on himself. So let's check out this little demonstration I got for you guys. So your friend's about to leave and he wants to take his favorite hat with him. He's gonna pick it up. And there you have it, pranksters. It's just another mess that nobody will want to clean up. It's gonna piss off your friend for sure, but it'll give you a good laugh, and it's not that messy. It's just a waste of cereal, as you can see. There you have it. And for this upcoming prank, you're gonna have to be really cool with your friend because you're gonna stain his hat pretty much. And to do that, you're gonna be using a couple packets of mustard. So let's begin to prep this prank. As you can see, this packet of mustard isn't that wide compared to a packet of ketchup. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna cut away this edge right here. Just cut right along that edge, just barely. Like that. And now with the slightest pressure, this will pop open. What we're gonna do with this is we're gonna tuck it inside the hat on this area right here. Now, you've seen this prank done before on one of my other videos, but I thought I'd do it again because a lot of people haven't watched that video. So just barely put it in there. And then do the same with the other packet of mustard. I'm only gonna be using 2 packets of mustard because I'm not that evil like you guys. I'm sure you guys will probably use like 3 or 4, try to get your friend with them. So this is enough. You might also want to cut the other edge just to make room so that it doesn't stick out, and then tuck it in on the opposite side of where you put the first mustard. And once you have tucked in the packets of mustard inside the hat, place it wherever you know your friend's gonna get it. So let's pretend this is your friend right here, right? He's gonna grab the hat and he's gonna put it on his head, just like that. And if it's too tight, and it will be because of the packets of mustard, then all the mustard will squeeze out of the packets and your friend won't notice a thing until he removes his hat. And then at the end of the day, his head's gonna be all hot and he wants to freshen up, so he's gonna remove his hat and his head will be covered in mustard. That's gonna be hilarious, huh, pranksters? So if you're cool with your friend and you know he won't kick your ass after this, try it out because it's really funny. But keep in mind though that if you do this prank, you're gonna have to buy your friend a new hat because these are the results pretty much. I wouldn't want to wear this hat even if it was washed after this. So be prepared to buy your friend a new hat. Now here's something you can do to frustrate your friend when he tries to put on his hat. So look under the label or the tag, and in the back you're gonna sew the sides together just a little bit, not too much, just enough to tighten the hat so that when your friend puts it on, it's not gonna fit him. You're only gonna need a needle and thread. So just a little bit, you don't have to sew too much of it, just enough to tighten the hat. Alright pranksters, well I just finished tightening up this hat and now it won't fit anybody with a big head, of course. So just cut the thread and the prank is set right here. Now what I like about this prank is that it will frustrate just about anybody. They put the hat on and they're like, well, I wore this yesterday and it fit just perfectly and now it's all tight. What happened? Did my head get bigger or did the hat shrink? So it's just funny to see them struggle with their hat. So this is harmless. Obviously it's not gonna hurt the hat because you could just go back and undo the stitching and the hat will be back to normal. But you know, just make your friend suffer a little bit with his hat. And on to the last prank, and this prank we're gonna get messy again. Well, depending on what you want to use, and I'm gonna use some oats because I always like using oats on pranks too. So this is just a regular hat, and I don't know if you guys have seen this, but most people fold their hats like this and just leave them on the table like that. So I figured, why not mess with them, right? So open up the hat and simply just put some oats inside. Not too much, just enough to make a little mess. Perfect. Gather it in the center and then just push it inside. Simple as that. Either lay it like this or flip it over like this. There's a couple ways your victim might pick up the hat, and here's one of them. He'll just flick it to try to open it, and in the process he'll make a big mess just like that. And now let's pretend you left the hat laying like this. This is how your victim's gonna put it on. And that's what happens, right, pranksters? Well, I'm covered in oats, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit the like button. I really appreciate it. As for me, I'm about to clean up this mess and get ready for next video because it's gonna be awesome. Thanks for watching, pranksters. We're gonna mess with your roommate's belongings, such as his wallet and phone. Open it and fill it with water. Once you have it like this, you're gonna stick it inside the wallet. And again, I'm gonna be using My Little Pony. Don't cover the camera lens though. Then I'm gonna do that with my trusty syringe. So, you know, just gonna fill it all the way to the very top. I'm gonna stick it on the top of the doorknob. Perfect. Now you're gonna take that screw and
you're gonna screw it inside